it's up to you to learn what goes where so you can help keep recycling clean. And when in doubt, what do? Leave it out, right? Awesome. So lastly, as recycling superheroes, we have to know what can be recycled, right? So everyone repeat after me. Bottles, cans, paper. We're gonna do it one more time. Are you ready? Bottles, cans, paper. Yes, great job. So glass and plastic bottles, metal cans, and paper, including cardboard boxes, are the best things to recycle. So I need some help to figure out what goes where, because I have a bunch of things on my table, and we're gonna sort this out together, okay? So let's start with our paper and our recycling bin. So, a bunch of different samples here. So I have my Annie's fruit snacks, which I love very much. I'm gonna recycle this box, but first before I recycle it, I'm gonna make it flat. So it saves space in my bin and for those workers on the line. So fruit snack boxes, boxes from my cupboard can be recycled, like crackers and cereal boxes. And I made sure to remove the plastic bag from inside of here, put that in the trash, and now I can recycle my boxes. Awesome. What other paper do I have? I have my newspaper, old news, recycle that. I might have some homework that I'm done with, has a little post-it note on it. That's okay for recycling. I have my envelope back here. Plastic windows are okay, so we can put that right in the bin. Oh, I have another box that I forgot about, my Kleenex box, so I can recycle that, as well as my magazine that I'm done reading. Oh, and my piece of cardboard. So this is really valuable stuff. Have to make sure that this gets recycled. I think I cleared up all my paper. All right, let's head into cartons next. See what kinds of cartons I can recycle. So I have my juice carton and my almond milk carton. These can be recycled, and I can even leave my caps on these containers, and we should leave our caps on these containers for recycling. Don't take the caps off and throw them in separate, because they can't be recycled that way. They have to stay on the containers. So recycle my cartons, and then I have a lot of milk cartons at school, which are very great for recycling. And I have my juice box here too, but one thing, does anybody notice anything about this juice box that I need to do before I put it in the recycling? You're right, I have my straw. Forgot about my straw. So I have to take my straw out and put my straw in the trash. And now I can put my juice box in the recycling. Awesome job. Okay, next we're gonna talk about our metal containers. So I have my food metal container here. It held my beans. I might have had a lid in there. In order to make sure that the lid stays in, I put the lid and I squeeze it tight. Now it can't shake off, and I can put that in the recycling so it doesn't cut anyone. I have my aluminum can here too. Infinitely recyclable. What does that mean? Forever. Got to make sure to put this can in here, because in 100 years, if I keep recycling cans, this same can could be around. That's really cool. So don't want to waste such a valuable resource like that. Now we're going to move on to glass. I have my beverage container, my Izzy bottle, and I also have my glass food container. Both of these are recyclable, and I can leave my metal lids on, remember, caps on, and put these in the recycling. Just make sure they're clean and they're empty. Awesome. And now my last category is plastic. So plastics are often marked by a number on the bottom of the container. The numbers they indicate what kind of plastic the container is made from. It doesn't necessarily mean it's recyclable, because the number in the triangle could be on any plastic product. So even plastic bags could have a number. So we really want to make sure that we're looking at what it is, not just at the number. And only recycling plastic bottles, containers, and jugs with numbers 1, 2, and 5. So my plastic bottle's okay. Got my cap on, ready to recycle. Have my milk jug. This is great for recycling. It's empty, ready to go. What else do I have? I got my berry container, empty, ready to recycle. And my yogurt cup. What do I notice about this yogurt cup that I need to do before I recycle? It's all empty of yogurt, so it's okay to put in the recycling. But I can take my lid off, put the lid in the trash, and recycle my yogurt cup. And then I left these two out because I wanted to remind us, don't forget about areas outside of your kitchen for recycling, because there's valuable recyclables in the laundry room, our laundry detergent jug, my caps on, and also in the bathroom. So my shampoo or my conditioner bottle, these can be recycled too. So don't want to forget to put those in the blue bin. Awesome, so we cleaned up all our recycling. Great job. And remember when recycling, when in doubt, throw it out. So no more hoping or wishing that an item is recyclable. If you don't know if it's recyclable, don't recycle it. And focus your attention on getting all the bottles, cans, and paper in the recycling. If you really want to know where it goes, I'm going to share a resource called the Green Guide with you at the end, and it'll help you figure out where that item goes for the future. So now the last things on my table are things I want to remember not to recycle. So we're going to go through each of these. My plastic bags, as we talked about earlier, remember they get wound up in the machinery at the recycling facility. They have to spend all that time cutting them out, so we really want to make sure that plastic bags stay out of the recycling. So plastic bags either need to go into the trash, or you can collect plastic bags separately in your house to be brought to a drop-off for recycling. They're in most grocery stores and Target and Walmart and other retail stores as well. So if you collect them separately and bring them somewhere separately, they can be recycled, just not in your bin at home or at school. So I'm going to set this aside actually to be brought for drop-off recycling. Now I want to make sure when I recycle my bottle that I didn't have any liquids in there. So I made sure to empty out all my liquids, put my cap back on, and recycled it. Because if it has liquids in it, it can't be recycled. Same with food. So pizza boxes can be recycled, but not if pizza's still in it. So it needs to be sure to be empty of the food, and then I can put it in the recycling. Another thing to think about for caps, if we have loose caps, they can't be put in the recycling loose. They have to be attached to a container. And that's because when it gets to the recycling facility, it just falls, all the loose caps just fall through the machinery and don't get recycled. So if you end up having a loose cap, forgot to attach it to your bottle, put that in the trash as well. Chip bags and candy wrappers. I have my chips and my fruit snack wrapper. Yes, these are made from plastic, but even though they're made from plastic, doesn't mean they're recyclable. These need to go in the trash. Black plastic. So there's actually lasers at recycling facilities, which you can see in the video a little better, but they can't read this type of plastic yet. So that's why recycling, we're always changing as technology gets better, but right now the lasers can't see through the black, so it becomes a contaminant, and we want to leave this out of the recycling. Even if it has a number on the bottom, we need to remember, numbers don't always mean it's recyclable. Think about what it is as well. So black plastic goes in the trash. Napkins. So napkins are actually made from paper that's been recycled 7 or 8 times already. So the fibers in the paper are just too short, not like glass and aluminum that it can just be recycled forever. They get shorter and shorter. So this napkin's already been on a really long journey and it's tired. So think about when a napkin gets wet, it just falls apart. So that's what happens when it gets to the paper facility. So napkins don't need to go in the recycling. They're trash. They're contaminant at the recycling facility. So make sure our napkins go in the trash unless we have a compost program. And then lastly, I have 2 things left. I have my foam cup. So this is commonly called styrofoam. So foam cups or plates or peanuts. Numbers don't necessarily mean it's recyclable, remember. So this has a number 6 on the bottom. That only tells me what kind of plastic it is. Styrofoam goes in the trash always. So my styrofoam cup in the trash. And then my plastic utensils and straw. Say I have something that's made from plastic. What is it? Not necessarily recyclable. So this is too small to be sorted out and it can't be recycled. And look at that, it's black too. Double whammy, so it needs to go in the trash. All right, and then my last thing I wanted to talk about are batteries. So batteries I have here because they're actually starting fires at the recycling facilities when people accidentally put them in their recycling bin at home or at school. So we want to really make sure to keep batteries out of the recycling, and they can be brought to the recycling zone in Eden to be recycled for free and made into something new. So I'm going to set these by my plastic bag for a drop-off recycling. Awesome, we got through all our samples, so everything's sorted. Great job.